Now we are looking at number 20, and for this one, we have a probability question. Raina has 5 coins worth 10 cents each, and 4 coins worth 25 cents each. So we've got 5 dimes and 4 quarters. If she chooses 2 of these coins at random, what is the probability that the 2 coins combined will be worth at least 35 cents? Well, let's visualize what we have. So we've got some 10-cent coins. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so there are dimes. And then we've got some quarters as well. They said 4 coins worth 25 cents each. Okay. What is the probability that the 2 coins combine? Oh, okay, if we choose 2 at random. So choose 2 at random. Let's see how many ways there are to do that. I'm going to make little blanks right here. This blank will represent the number of uh, choices that I have. So if I've got 9 coins in front of me and I decide to choose 2 at random, well, I have 9 choices for the first coin that I want to pick out. And then after I pick out a coin, maybe it was a dime, maybe it was a quarter, if after that, then I would only have 8 choices left. I can't pick the same coin twice. So I've got 9 options for my first choice, and then I've got 8 options for my second choice, and that makes a total of 72. Whenever you multiply them, you take the number of choices for your first decision, 9, multiply it by the number of choices for your second decision, 8, and that makes 72. So there are 72 different ways for us to pick out coins. And that could be 2 dimes, that could be 2 quarters, that could be a dime and a quarter, something like that. We want to know the probability that at least 2 coins combined will be worth 35 cents. Well, let's think about our possibilities here. You could grab 2 quarters, and that would be fine. You could grab a dime and a quarter. That would be fine. You could grab a quarter and a dime. It's really the same thing, just depending on the order in which you grab them, and that would be fine. The only problem case is picking out a dime. That would be an issue because if you pick out 2 dimes, then they're not worth 35 cents. 2 quarters would be worth 50 cents. A dime and a quarter would be worth 35 cents. That's fine. So I just need to figure out, okay, if there are 72 ways for me to pick out coins in general, how many ways are there for me to pick out 2 dimes specifically? So let's investigate that. What about choosing 2 dimes? Choosing 2 dimes. Well, I've got 5 different dimes here. So there's 5 different ways for me to pick a dime as my first coin. And then if I've picked a dime and I want to pick a second dime, that means that there's only 4 remaining, only 4 dimes left. So that means that there are 20 ways. 20 ways to pick dimes and 72 ways to pick coins. Now, remember that these dimes, I'm going to kind of box it in red because we want to remember that this is what we want to avoid happening. There are 20 ways out of 72 for us to not hit 35 cents. And I'm going to write that down. There are 20 ways out of 72 for us to be less than 35 cents. And that's not what we want. So what we do want is the number of ways where we do add up to at least 35 cents, and that must be 52. The reason I'm getting 52 is because there are 20 ways for us to fail out of a total of 72 possibilities. So 72 minus 20 leaves me with 52 possibilities for me to succeed. And this can be reduced. 52 over 72, they're both even, so I can cut it in half, make it 26 over 36. Still even, so I can cut it in half again, and that would make 13 over 18. So 13 over 18, that's the number of ways for us to be successful in this probability question, and that is answer choice C. So if you have to do a probability question, most likely you're going to want to draw a picture and wrap your head around exactly what is being asked of you. And sometimes, in order to find out the right answer in green, you need to come up with the wrong answer in red and then just subtract that from the total. Knowing all of the number of ways to fail is really helpful for finding all of the number of ways to succeed.